Biafra, the land of the rising sun. Ndane kumakahabo. Ndi Biafra. Umu Jacob. Israel na Africa. Na the Gulf of Guinea. Hey! Biafra is sure. His Excellency Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoku, the Prime Minister of Biafra Republic. Omogina nabata in Europe. I ain't sitting no. Oh, but you're being Biafra. Onye Njoku, Ekpa Omo Biafra. Or try to read Biafra. Anun kankampi. Mmejiri bago. Onye rasi no dironko. Oche na mo. Odike kamire. Umene me Fulani. The end of Nigeria. You are the Joshua of Biafra. You are leading us to the promised land. Biafra government in exile. The cabinet members of the government in exile. The de facto government in the homeland. Ainsunu disiteo. Oga barunu. Obuna godonyi si na fuzo. Na fumpo unu na ba. Disike n'ọrụ. Our supreme leader, Mazi Nnamdi Okukalo, Ohamadike one of Biafra, Dike Ana Ogunanya, the Black Messiah. Okukubala Nigeria n'olu, Kelo Abusobu, Kabupo. The symbol of African freedom. The once living apostle of truth. Nigerian prison cannot break your spirit. You are the Moses of Biafra. We remember our eternal leader, Dim Chukwuemeka Odumegwu Ojukwu. He came by Newi. Ezi Gburugburu. You died, but your spirit is fighting for your children. You are our godfather, the Abraham of Biafra. We cannot forget you, our own. Philip Effiong, Onu Baranyalfa, the one that gave us our name. You are dead, but your spirits are alive. Anyị ga-agba egwu ọnwụla na Biafra, the promised land. Anyị ga-adị ndụ wee hụ Biafra. Anyị ekene Chukwu ọbasi nke igwe onye edu anyị ala n'ala ahụ ekwere anyị na nkwa. Anyị ga-agba egwu ọnwụ wee na nwayọ nwayọ were nwayọ gbara m egwu a. Aha aha abịa egwu abịa yọ ya yọ egwu onye gbanyere ọka ya ekwe n'isi egwu anyị ji ana. Aha aha welie na-aga ogbobi ana m anụ ya. Ụmụ Biafra na-enwe ọṅụ.
Today.
Welcome, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom across the world. I welcome every one of you that has connected to this program. Wherever you are connecting from, I welcome you and I thank you for being part of this program. Please like and share the program on your platform. Like and share to family and friends. Share to everyone that is close to you so that they can join us on this very amazing program. As we speak, all roads to Finland. Biafrans have taken over Finland and the Finland government welcome Biafrans. Biafrans have a warm reception in Finland as we speak. Many Biafrans have arrived in Finland from different places, from different countries, and it is a very memorable occasion. The entire place is filled up with Biafrans. The Biafran people have occupied everywhere. We have seen different videos coming out from every angle, coming out from every corners. Biafrans traveling to Finland from all parts of the world. No matter how they try to stop us, no matter how they try to hinder us, we continue to make waves. Biafrans are assembling in Finland from all parts of the world. Today is the eve of the convention. In the eve of the convention, Biafrans are arriving from all parts of the world. Biafrans are flying in from all parts of the world. Biafrans are making differences from all parts of the world. And you cannot debate it. The Biafran people have taken over Finland. And as we speak, everywhere is filled up. And as they arrive, they are welcomed by the government of the place. The government of Finland welcomed Biafran people as they arrive in numbers. Biafrans arrived Finland in numbers. They are arriving from different places, from different parts of the world, and I bet you it is even going to get better. Many Biafrans are flying in from all parts of the world. And as we speak, things are happening. It is not business as usual. It is not business as usual. The Biafra land have taken over Finland. And as we speak, they are arriving from all walks of life, from all parts of the world. And I bet you it will only get better by day. It will only get better. People are arriving from all parts of the world to witness the occasion. People are arriving from all continents to witness the occasion. It does not matter what the enemies are doing. Their propaganda and their blackmail cannot hold water. No matter how they try to demonize us, they try to make us look suspicious. They try to make the Finland people to hate us. But as I speak to you, in Finland today, it is love, love, and love. More love to the Biafran people. The Finnish people are showing love to Biafrans. They are showing love to Biafrans all everywhere they are. Biafran people are receiving a very warm welcome in Finland. Everywhere you see Biafrans, they are welcomed, and it is a very warm welcome. And it will continue until the Biafran people are returned. And I'm going to share with you some of the videos that I imagine from Helsinki and from Lati. Do not get distracted. I want you to pay attention for you to know that the Biafran people are coming in numbers. These are Biafran people arriving from all parts of the world. Biafran people are flying in from every walks of life. The airports in Finland are all filled up with Biafran people. Flying in from the United States, from Australia, from Europe, from Asia, and from Africa.
Biafrans from the United Kingdom. We are now heading towards
Biafrans are flying in. And I bet you it is going to be a very wonderful event. And the Prime Minister of Biafra, Republic of Israel, will be very, very proud. Even with his absence and silence, with his silence, the Biafran people do not care. What they are saying is that it is either Biafra or nothing. They thought that maybe when they stop the Prime Minister from communicating from Biafran people, they think that the Biafran people will back down. But they are disappointed that the Biafran people, they are even stronger. They are coming out much more stronger. They are coming out in much more huge numbers. And Biafrans have refused to be stopped. think you can stop Biafrans, you're wasting your time. From all of life,
Finland,
Biafrans are
here
flying.
we come. Instigate, wait for us. Latin will be there. Life and direct. Who say we not go come? Who say Biafra will not come? Who say Biafra will not come? They are calling it half song. From the second, it's gonna be full song. Finland, here we come. Instigate, wait for us. Latin will be there. Life and direct. Who say we not go come? Who say Biafra will not come? Who say Biafra will not come? They are calling it half song. From the second, it's gonna be full song.
Hi, Biafrans. This is your only Anwa Omoada. We just landed in Lati. Please be resolute. Let nothing shake you. Be strong. Be strong. Our PM is there. He is hale and hearty. And we are going to visit him tomorrow. We move.
Yes, we move. Yes, sir. Biafra is here.
Biafra is
December
here.
is sacrosanct.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Honorable. See you tomorrow. And the magic, I'm going to take a video. Bye. Bye. Okay. Hey. What's going on?
So we have arrived with the honorable woman of God, Pastor Rose Allen, and here we are in Helsinki. We have a very smooth flight, and then we are now going to relax for the long journey of flight of 4 hours, and then tomorrow will be the start of the event for the restoration of the Independence Day of Biafra. So we are with the woman of God, Pastor Rose Allen.
I want to tell the Biafrans that O mereme ihe anyị na-eme ọwụ ihe mmụọ onye anyị na-achụrụ aja nwoke mmụọ ihe anyị na-eme ọwụ ihe mmụọ onye anyị na-achụrụ aja nwoke mmụọ ọwụ oke mmụọ ọwụ oke mmụọ onye anyị na-achụrụ aja nwoke mmụọ. Biafra, this is the second time again that I'm coming to Helsinki.
Exactly.
We the German, all the Brgie, all the German Biafrans.
All the way from Frankfurt.
Let me tell you one thing you don't know. God of Biafra, the Chukwu has assigned that this day will be free from the Janjaweed.
Exactly.
Will be free from the Britain.
Exactly.
We'll be free from the evil marriage they gave to us, that we said no.
Yes.
Look at Helsinki. Look at them. They knows what it means to be a freedom. Let me tell you where these videos will go. I want to tell you, you can't touch that man that Chukwuka Abịama has protected, which is our Prime Minister. His Excellency Obatobia. Finisher.
Yes.
He is a finisher. So let me tell you, because he got that transformer. We have come to finish everything that our ancestors they took from us.
Exactly.
Njoku went to exile and come back. He couldn't make it. If you understand, and all the rest, Mazin Namdekalu is in DSS dungeon waiting for us. Now you took Mazi Simon, but he is not yours. He's out. You can see what he did today in Twitter.
Yes.
Let me tell you, Mazi Namdekalu say, Mboma Adaputara, Biafra, and you can see what COS.
Yes.
Yes. Oh, yeah, I will thunder now. What you now? I stand as a Biafra rep, as German rep, to tell you that all my comrades all over the world, come up is reality. Exactly. History is going to make by us, you. Let me tell you that nothing, we are like a yam. Anywhere you cut us will grow. Yeah. You don't think that, you see, you hold Njoku, he left. You hold Mazin Namdekal, nothing. You hold Samuel Ekpa, nothing. You can't hold everybody because Biafra has come to stay. We want to merge with other countries. Yes. Gabon has getting their right. South Africa have their own freedom. Why wouldn't be Biafra? Then, this time around, I want to tell you that Ihe na-eme ọrịa oke mmụọ onye anyị na-achụla aja bụ oke mmụọ. Ihe anyị na-eme ọrịa oke mmụọ onye anyị na-achụ oke mmụọ. Ihe anyị na-eme ọrịa oke mmụọ onye anyị na-achụla aja bụ oke mmụọ. This is Helsinki. So, duty free for you to see that we are in Helsinki. Yes. And we are not going back. Yes. And this is our people that will pilot us. Yes. And now they are going home. Yes. And we want to tell the world, this is the Helsinki. Yeah. That's why Mazba is fighting for us to make sure that he got us the freedom. Look at how we are. Biafra, freedom or nothing. It's gone. You have heard it from the woman of God. We are here to make sure that we declare the independent state of Biafra after the referendum, which will be on the 28th. And then on the 2nd is the redeclaration of independent state of Biafra. And there's no going back to that. Whatever the zoo people are doing, they have entered one chance. Yes. What we want this time is now or never. Yes. Yeah. So there's no. Already it's been.
Yeah, on our way to Finland. We are in Bergamo. In some few hours right now, we'll be leaving for Finland, Helsinki. Last destination, Lahti. It's gonna be a great day, you know, great event. Shout out to all Biafrans. Shout out to my PM. All cabinet members, all ministers, shout out. And all other delegates. Do you know what time is it? Biafra o'clock. the reborn of an ancient nation, Biafra. That is my real identity, you know. I'm proud to be a Biafran. God bless the United States of Biafra. All hail Biafra. Peace. Love you all.
Fellow Biafrans, wherever you are watching from, you can see that the Biafran people are ready to go. Our people are flying in from all walks of life, from all parts of the world. And Finland has welcomed Biafran people. Finland opened its gate for Biafran people, and we are well received. Every one of us that have journeyed to Finland, we are all well received. The reception is enormous. Our security is guaranteed. Those who are still on their way coming, who are going to come tomorrow on the D-Day, make sure you are on time so that you can be able to get a seat. The whole place is filled up. Some people are still at the airports. Some people are still on the air. Some people are still on their hotel rooms. Wherever you are as a Biafran, you are welcome. And for those of us who could not attend, every one of us should continue to pray and continue to wish those who made it, wish them well. My fellow Biafran, wherever you are, you must pay attention. Do not get distracted. It is a very important occasion, and we are going to mark it. Wherever you are, don't shake. The convention is going to start tomorrow, and the declaration of the restoration of Biafra will commence. My fellow Biafrans that are watching, wherever you are watching this program from, I urge you to like and share. Share to other platforms. Share to family and friends. Let everybody know that the restoration of Biafra cannot be stopped. Nobody can stop it. Nobody can hinder it. The Biafran people are ready to go, and there is nothing anybody can do about it. Our people are flooding into Finland, and the preparation is as well planned. And we are still believing that our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Biafra, will be very proud of us, and he will deliver his message. Wherever you are watching from, I urge you to keep your finger crossed. Do not pay attention to blackmail. Mind the platforms they are looking at. Don't listen to the propaganda that you are hearing right, left, and center. Do not listen to the blackmail that is coming from all corners. Do not listen to the voice of the enemies. They will always try to propagate their lies. They will always try to push their lies and propaganda. But no matter what they do, remain focused. Remain focused. Don't allow anything or anybody to distract you. The destination is freedom. And that freedom we must get. No matter what they do, no matter what they say, No matter the propaganda, no matter the blackmail, the Biafran people, we must overcome. It does not matter what the enemies are saying. It does not matter what they do. It doesn't matter the angle they come from. We don't care how they feel. What we care about today is our freedom, and we are going to be free. Our enemies are fighting day in, day out. Our enemies, they are fighting in all angles. They are fighting with all techniques. They are trying to do everything they can to see if they can stop us. But I bet you they can never stop us. No matter how they try, they can never stop us. They will continue to try, but the more they try, the more they will fail. But because we believe in the name of Chukwu, because we have not stolen from anybody, we have not taken anything from anybody, we are only demanding for our freedom. We are only asking that they should allow us be. That is all to ask. Is it too much to ask? And the Biafran people are making the difference. Don't allow anybody
Morning,
to deceive you.
Biafrans, especially the Brgie members. I want to tell you that this is the Italian delegation. You know, not all, but this is the Italian special delegation from the Ministry of Defense, Department of Military, Biafra Republic Government in Exile. And we are here to usher you a very good melody concerning our declaration that is going to happen from the 29th to the 3rd of December 2024. So may we sing for Biafran people?
All right.
1, 2, 3.
We are Biafrans, fighting for our freedom. In the name of Chukwuabiama, we shall conquer.
All hail
Biafra.
Mgbe Usman Dan Fodio buru agha nke ya wee bata wee gbugide ndị ugwu wee gbuchie ha wee were ana ha, akụkọ ahụ bụ ihe a na-akọrọ anyị. Akọgide aka ka Usman Dan Fodio si wee gbuchie ndị ugwu, o wee bụzi ya datina onye sizi n'ugwu Awụsa wee pụta mụọ agụ ụra n'ala Igbo isisi agbụmọkwana ejekwana dị ọgụ na ọ na-akpọkwa daga maka ọrụ ihe a kọrọ anyị. Ndị a were egwu Igbo onye Awụsa mụọ agụ ụra ịgbachi ya nkịtị maka na ịma na ọ ga-ama gị daga, mana ọmacha gị daga ahụ nwe ihe ị ga-eme. Ndị a wee were ụjọ wee jide anyị wee na-dagbuo onye ugwu mee gị ihe ịgbachi nkịtị ị na-edi ya, mana onye nwanne gị bụ onye Igbo mee gị ihe o wee Biafra mee gị ihe isi ka egbuo ya nkịta nke echi maka na ịma na ọ naghị ama daga. Aga m agwa unu na daga anyị kịta abụrụzi against ndị Igbo, daga anyị kịta bụ against ndị ahụ bịara be anyị igbu anyị otu Usman Dan Fodio style. A ga-ama ha ivu eva n'ụwa niile a, daga niile ha malụ n'ugwu Awụsa anyị ga-amakarịa ha nwasef ebe a ka anyị nọ amachazi ya ewerezi onwe ya. We will now begin to idozi ana anyị, dozie ana Igbo, dozie ana Biafra ọ dịla anyị mma maka na ihe anyị na-achọ ka ọ dị onye ọbụla na mma ka ihe niile a na-eme na-aga aga. Onye nwere isi ọgụgụ ọ gụọ, onye nwere isi eji alụpụta ihe o mee ya, na-arụ ya, na-afọ ya n'anya, na-eme kọmpetishọn ọhịa na-eme ka ụwa dị mma. Onye ọbụla na-egori. Ndewonu. One thing people don't know is that we, this current generation fighting for Biafra liberation, we understood something that many people don't understand in the past. We understand that power, every power is given by God. So why do you discriminate other power, whether evil or good? I want you to understand that this particular freedom we are fighting, if we do not push Nigeria out of our land, we will never have peace. Nobody ever thought of why the devil, why the Satan, or whatever it's called, why was Satan pushed from the heaven to earth? For peace to be in heaven, for peace to reign. Because if devil or Satan is still in heaven, according to Bible, do you think you'll be struggling to go to heaven today for Christians? You will not. Nigeria said it's going to be a London to what the heaven will look like. If devil is Satan is still there. So I want people to think towards this particular. So it is the same thing with Nigeria. any time and any day you wake up in Biafra land and see there is still a presence of Nigeria in Biafra territory, there will never be peace. So we must chase Nigeria away, just the way God chased Satan from heaven. Back to where they come from. Everything Nigeria will remove them. Educational system will be removed. Even the religious, the way they worship in Nigeria will, oh my God, you need to see our constitution. So what I'm saying is starting from the constitution of the Biafra, the United States of Biafra. So we need to chase Nigeria just like they chase Satan from heaven to wherever they belong to, for peace to reign and return in our land.
My fellow Biafrans, you must understand that that time we'll be waiting for has come. The Biafran people have shown their seriousness to get out of the zoo. Biafrans have shown how serious they are to walk away from the zoo. Today is the eve of the starting of the convention. And you can see Finland is already filled up with Biafrans. Biafrans from all walks of life. Biafrans from all parts of the world. Biafrans from different areas and different personalities. They are now in Finland. And as they gather in Finland, they are making difference. They are bringing information to our doorstep. And we are expecting to hear from our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Biafra. For some people who thought that it is not going to hold, we have disappointed them. Those who thought they're going to stop us, you can't stop us. Whether Mazi Simon Ekpa is kept away from us or not, no matter how many minutes you delay him to come on, he is going to declare the restoration of Biafra. As he has said, after the declaration, the flag of Biafra is going to be raised in all the liaison offices across the world. All the liaison offices across the world, the flag of Biafra will be raised. From tomorrow, the convention will start, and Biafrans will make plans to see our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa. Even if they do not show us on video, we are going to hear his voice. We are going to see him. This is something that is dear to his heart, but they are trying to take him away from the program. They are trying to make sure that he doesn't speak to us. But the more they try, the more they fail. They think they can stop us. They can't stop us. No matter how they try, they cannot stop us. We will continue to preach the gospel. We will continue to speak. And we will continue to make the difference.
And we are not going to stop. I want the world to understand me very clearly. We are not going to stop. It doesn't matter what it takes. It doesn't matter how many lives they extinguish. It doesn't matter the genocidal tendencies they bring with them into our land. We are not going to stop. Everybody listening, everybody watching, everybody remotely interested in justice and peace must understand this. Our destination is freedom, and that very place we're heading to is Biafra. And nobody knows.
You have heard him. Our destination is Biafra. That is where we're heading, and no.
And we are not going to stop. I want the world to understand me very clearly. We are not going to stop. It doesn't matter what it takes. It doesn't matter how many lives they extinguish. It doesn't matter the genocidal tendencies they bring with them into our land. We are not going to stop. Everybody listening, everybody watching, everybody remotely interested in justice and peace must understand this. Our destination is freedom, and that very place we're heading to is Biafra. And nobody, no soul on this earth can stop us. Instead of Biafra not to come, we all perish.
You have heard it. The Prime Minister is very, very concerned Our supreme leader, Mazin Nandekano, have given us the charge, not today, very long time. He has sent us a message that we will not stop. We can never stop. No matter how they try to stop us, we will never stop. No matter what they do, we will never stop. We will continue to go on until we defeat them. And we are going to defeat them. Sure, we are going to defeat them. No matter what they do, no amount of propaganda or blackmail will stop us. And hear this from our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon.
I will be here to fight because freedom is not coming from Nigeria. Freedom is coming from abroad. Freedom is coming from the United Nations. Freedom is coming from Washington, D.C. Freedom is coming from the European Union. Freedom is not coming from Africa. Freedom is not coming from Nigeria. Freedom is not coming from Abuja. Freedom is coming from America. It's coming from Europe. You don't know that, know it. No matter how sad and bad it sounds. But that is the fact. So why should I go to Nigeria where freedom is not coming from? It's coming from here. I will be here. Biafra freedom will come from diaspora. I promised them for many years, since 2021, that I will bring the Biafra freedom from diaspora. I want you to look around yourself. Is it not coming from diaspora? They thought they have locked everywhere. If you go to Nigeria, they kill you. If you do, they will challenge you. Come to Nigeria, so we'll take you serious. Come to Nigeria. Because I will not come to Nigeria. If you want to die, go and put yourself in war. I will not come to Nigeria. I will be here to fight for my people, and I will be here and free my people from Nigeria. When Queen Elizabeth was controlling you in Nigeria and doing amalgamation, was she there? Was she there? Queen Elizabeth, the same Lugard, was she there? I will do like her. I will be here and free Biafra, and then I will come to unify Biafra people after Biafra has been recognized. I will be here to fight because freedom is not coming from Nigeria. Freedom is coming from abroad. Freedom is coming from the United Nations. Freedom is coming from Washington, D.C. Freedom is coming from the European Union. Freedom is not coming from Africa. Freedom is not coming from Nigeria. Freedom is not coming from Abuja. Freedom is coming from America. It's coming from Europe. You don't know that, know it. No matter how sad and bad it sounds. But that is the fact. So why should I go to Nigeria where freedom is not coming from? It's coming from here. Thank you very much.
Freedom is coming from Europe. And you can see Biafrans, they have assembled to make sure that that freedom comes. That is the truth. They have assembled to make sure that that freedom comes. And as we speak, Biafrans are gathering in Finland en masse. Biafrans are flying in from all parts of the world. Biafrans are assembling from all parts. Today is the eve. The convention is going to start tomorrow. And from tomorrow going forward, it is going to be massive. It is going to be massive. Biafrans are still flying in. Biafrans are still organizing themselves. Biafrans, some of them are in the airport. Some Biafrans are in the flight now coming. Some are going to arrive tomorrow morning. And some are already here in their hotels. The most important thing that Biafrans are welcomed in Finland. The welcome of Biafran people is amazing. The street of Lati is filled up with Biafran people. The street of Lati is filled up with the Biafrans. And they can feel the presence of the Biafran people. They will know that the Prime Minister, Mazi Simon, has people. He has visitors. He has brothers and sisters. They will know that the government of Biafra is not a government of force. Even when they keep him incommunicado. Yet, the Biafrans are coming in large numbers. What else do you want to say? What else will anybody do? How else can you be able to stand and stop these people? The freedom of the Biafran people have been signed and sealed by Njoku. And nobody can take away our freedom. While we are busy talking for our freedom, some people are there in their Nigerian media. They are there telling lies, blackmailing. The reason for our declaration is very short. The reason we want to get out of the zoo is open. It is because of the injustice in the Zoological Republic. The injustice since 1945 up to today, from amalgamation, even after and before amalgamation, the hatred is so much, the injustice is so much, and we can no longer continue to pretend all is well. That is why we want to walk away. That is why the whole world knows about it, but they don't want to do anything about it. And we cannot continue to pretend that all is well. So before we go further, I have to play this very video for you to listen to this discussion that is going on in their conventional media. Let's watch and hear what they're saying.
But the truth does not hurt, because if I know that if I touch this phone, I'll get electrocuted. And, you know, my friend here, Dr. Deji, has lectured me, has educated me.
Justice or the other, it's just that the degrees are quite different. And Nigerian government find a way of usually compensating other regions. That's the difference between the problem.
The intelligence community is unable to tell us who the unknown gunmen are. Two, let's talk about the role of government in trying to...
have the Nnamdi Kanu faction saying, no more sit at home through Ima Powerful. And then we'll get this lady, Ngozi Orabweze, saying that even with the arrest of Simon Ekpa, that the sit at home model must continue. We have also the elders in the Igbo in the southeast coming up to say, we don't know who Simon Ekpa is. And then we are also saying we've disassociated ourselves from this man and all his activities. Now, do you think that even with the release of Nnamdi Kanu, that the issue of the sit-at-home, the issue of insecurity happening in that southeastern region can stop?
When we talk of the issues, the devil in the southeast, please leave those non-entities called elders out of it. They are part of the problem. No, they are part of the problem. When they were supposed to talk and nip this whole thing in the bud, they were all playing politics.
Well, I don't think we'll
but let me finish.
Insult.
Now, I'm not insult, but I'm telling you the truth. Let them go and commit suicide if they want.
Oh, no, please.
Because all the elders in the southeast, I am from the southeast,
yes.
And I feel so bad that we have elders in the southeast who have kept quiet and the things have gone bad.
Prince.
Christmas is approaching. Nobody wants to travel to the southeast.
I understand your...
Students are not going to school in the southeast. And you say you have elders, you have governors.
All right.
These people have betrayed the entire southeast.
Okay. All right.
Now, bringing it back to IPOB and Simon Ekpa, it is not today that IPOB, headed by Nnamdi Kanu, has been saying no more sit at home. It's not today. When Peter Mbah took over as governor of Enugu State, the first thing he did was to say no more sit at home. And he tried, in subtle ways to stop it, but he couldn't.
Okay.
Why couldn't they stop it? Because the group they are dealing with, they are faceless.
So do you think with the release of Nnamdi Kanu, as the elders are demanding, do you think that can in any way stop the whole attacks and the killings and that all that has been?
It may not stop it, but it will help us to identify who is who in the southeast.
All right. All right.
If you release Nnamdi Kanu today, we will be able to know who are these people going about as unknown gunmen. Who is it? Let's be very logical here. How can you tell me you are fighting for a people? You want to liberate them from marginalization. You want to liberate them from all manner of things that the federal government of Nigeria is doing. And yet you are killing the same people. So when you get this Biafra, who will you rule?
All right, Prince.
Let's bring Dr. Deji.
You ask this man, who is killing the Biafrans? Who? Ask this criminal, who is doing the buying of Biafran people? It is your government. Nigerian government is responsible for the buying of Biafrans. And you know that. This man, he knows the people who are doing this evil. He knows them very well. Who is buying people? I think in one of these places he confessed that our prime minister does not know anything about these people called unknown gunmen. And yet, he doesn't want to speak the truth. Very shameless people.
Into the conversation, Prince Chilaka has said quite a lot. I like the fact that you talked about unknown gunmen, talked about the insincerity of government, you talked about the role of elders. Now, let's talk about the role of the government. First, with regard to unknown gunmen, up until this moment, the intelligence community is unable to tell us who the unknown gunmen are. Two, let's talk about the role of government in trying to ensure that the root cause of this insecurity in the southeast, which is an offspring of the fact that certain people feel that they have been marginalized. Have we been able to, has the government tried to tackle the problem from the root cause by addressing those issues? In the southeast is not the only ones that are aggrieved. People in the southwest are aggrieved. People in parts of the north are aggrieved. What has been the role of government in tackling these issues? Now, the question is, if you put all these things together, do you think or do you agree with certain people, some elements that say, look, the federal government is interested and they are the ones behind the insecurity in the southeast, the insecurity in the northeast, and the insecurity in the northwest? Because we see people negotiate, governors negotiate with bandits.
There's no doubt.
We see governors negotiate with terrorists. But this same government cannot call IPOB to say, what is the problem?
They can't.
Can you please help us unmask these issues?
Okay, if I want to unmask this issue, I'll place it under 4 tents. The first tent is the government issue. Then the second one is that of the non-state actors. Then the third one is conspiratorial silence. The fourth one is conspiratorial alliance. Now, to start with that of the government issue. First, you see, when you perpetuate injustice, it's just like a baby. If you give birth to a baby, and every day you derive pleasure in spanking that baby, at some point the baby will be helpless. At some point, while the baby is growing up, the baby will be thinking of a defense mechanism. At some point, lo and behold, a day will come that the baby will, that same baby of yesterday, will look you in the face and, will try to seek his own liberation. But if you are a good parent, that baby will always cherish and adore you based on the impact that you've had in his or her life. So, connecting that to the Nigerian context, if there is a region called the Southeast, and they believe that there is an injustice against them, and rather than for you to allay their fears, you are rather bringing more injustice. By the way, almost every region in Nigeria have suffered one injustice or the other. It's just that the degrees are quite different. And Nigerian government find a way of usually compensating other regions. That's the difference between the problem in other regions and that of the Southeast. When the Goodluck Jonathan issue, when the Niger Delta issue came, they gave them a Goodluck Jonathan solution. When the Abiola issue came, they gave them the 1999 return to democracy Obasanjo solution. But the problem of the Southeast has been there. There's been no solution. I know of Alex Ekweme, but the truth is, we know we operate in one-man state, that the number one person takes the lead in the two sense of having the overall superior control. So the government issue, on the other hand, is that the people, the Southeast are very industrious people. It's not that they don't want to go out. No, the Southeast people, if you leave them to hustle 24 hours around the clock, they are ready to hustle. They have it in their blood. They don't have that passive spirit. And that is why when you go to other African countries that the Southeast people are well populated in, you will see that even the citizens of those countries, South Africa, Kenya, they get jealous of them because they have that active spirit in them. So you cannot tell me that people that have active spirit and people that are commercial oriented, and Monday is the best period for commerce to hold, you tell me that those people want to sit at home. No. But then, as much as they wish to go out, the failure of the government, those that have dead it are either dead or their business are no longer functioning, and government has been unable to do anything. So that is the government issue in terms of giving the Southeast people what they truly deserve in terms of justice and the adequate protection that will give people the confidence to go out when they really want to go out. Now, the second tent is that of the non-state actors. The sit-at-home order in the southeast now, it has had father, mother, children, you understand? If something happens and it is an illegality, if you don't nip it in the bud, it's like a plant, a seed. If somebody is stealing and the person starts with stealing 5 naira and the person was neither caught nor cautioned, as that person grows, definitely he will graduate into stealing 500 naira, 1,000, and before you know it, will be a full-scale robber. And that is what has happened to the insecurity in the south, because we have people that are legitimately aggrieved. We have profiteers, illegal profiteers of the sit-at-home order in the southeast. We have people that seek soft power, because I like to use soft power for non-state actors. Now, that seek soft power, and these people now, they see it as a way of showing that they are in charge. So the non-state actors being the second tent is a major issue, because right now there are people that even if Nnamdi Kanu is released now, the crisis in the southeast will still continue, because some people have been used to that kind of life. It's just like you want to say you want to stop oil bunkering in the Niger Delta. It's one of the most difficult things, because some of those guys have been exposed to a particular life of free, easy money.
Like what happened yesterday in Anambra and Abia State, you know, where people, these men went to enforce sit-at-home. And some people lost their lives in the crossfires. Now, the question is, do you think that, look, the government is, like you use the word, conspiratorial silence?
Yeah, that's what I'm going to.
I'd like for you to explain.
Yes, you see, the conspiratorial silence is that Nigerian government, historically, and you can think back, Nigerian government has an history of, not being perfect in anything and everything, but being perfect in one thing or the other. That one thing or the other is what government truly have interest in. Whatever government truly have interest in the issue of Nigeria, they usually perform. When Sunday Igboho, when the Buhari government saw him as a threat, did they not perform? They did. When OPC was seen as a threat under Obasanjo, Metasini, you can go on and on.
Are they not performing by keeping Nnamdi Kanu in incarceration?
No,
now they are trying to extradite Simon Ekpa.
That is not performance. In the sense that, okay, look now, Simon Ekpa is in jail. Another Ngozi has launched herself.
I was going to ask you a question.
I'm coming, sir. Sorry, sir. Another Ngozi have launched herself. So I have said it before that the southeast right now is pregnant of many Simon Ekpa.
All right, so what will you have the federal government do to stop this?
What the federal government should do is that aspect of being just and providing adequate security. See,
okay.
The issue of Biafra now is that...
Okay. Doctor, please, allow me to interrupt you at this point. Yes, I was going to ask this question earlier, but I wanted you to land on your thoughts. Ngozi Orabueze, yes, you did say that she's another Simon Ekpa in the making, but she's not the only one. We saw another person who called himself the Minister of Communication.
Is it Pastor Zamzam?
Zamzam. It gets confusing. Well, he called himself the Minister of Communication in exile. So we are seeing some of these individuals come up. And I had to look up Ngozi's page on x.com. She has about 16.1 thousand people, subscribers to her a Twitter page or X page. Should we take these people seriously? Should we be more concerned? Or should we ignore them entirely?
You may not take them serious.
No, it's a question I'm asking.
No, yes, I'm asking you. You may not take them serious. But the message they are passing, what they are saying, resonates with what some people believe and what some people are seeing. There's a difference between what you believe and what you are seeing. And that is one of the problems. Most of the people of the Southeast, they were not born during Biafra. They were not born at all, and they themselves now believe in the cause of Biafra because what these people are saying, they are seeing it happening live. How do you justify that the Southeast is the third largest population in Nigeria. Out of over 200 ethnic groups, so the third largest population are no longer good to be president. Let us be there. They are saying these things. Why is it that during politics, you suddenly come up with, Igbo must go? Now that Igbos are in Lagos, they are working every day, doing their legitimate business. They are paying tax. You love their tax, right? They are living, they are renting big houses, going to clubs, shopping malls. You love that. But suddenly, when it comes to election, you remember Igbo. So these people, they are seeing all these injustices. So whenever they see somebody like Ngozi or Simon Ekpa or Nnamdi Kanu, that message hits the right spot in their brain, in their body. And that is why these people keep having followers. But then, the issue of conspiratorial silence is that of the leaders of the Southeast. There seems to be a conspiracy of silence, whether out of being in bed with the political class or whether because the current structure of the Nigerian state in terms of impunity favors them. I don't tend to understand, because we have leaders of thought in the Southeast. We have notable religious leaders in the Southeast. We have people, great people. For instance, even the people that you think are not great are actually great in the true sense of it, because the role Father Mbaka that was crying during Buhari election, I think Father Mbaka himself has more weight in front of Buhari than some people. So why did the Southeast not explore these avenues, just as some other ethnic group have explored it, to be able to seek the release of Nnamdi Kanu? Then you need to ask yourself, what is important to the leaders of the Southeast, in the sense that what did they use to negotiate with President Bola Ahmed Tinubu? So that of conspiratorial silence, because these things are happening. Even the sit at home, you've seen the leaders of the Southeast, there's this conspiracy of silence, either out of fear or they belong to the
silence,
or they belong to the caucus. I don't know.
Prince did say something. You pointed to Peter Mba. When he came into office, he was spitting fire. He was, he seemed ready to end the seat at home. Yes, he did say, look, nobody, in fact, he was basically literally going to drag people out of their homes to come and, to do their businesses. Go ahead.
Okay. You see, I just want to draw a line to connect with that conspiratorial alliance.
Okay.
Now, the people of the Southeast and the people agitating, they are saying, oh, give us our rightful position in Nigeria. The people that can help actualize that, there seem to be this alliance. Either they feel that they are well treated in the Nigerian political space, or the current structure just favors them and they are quite okay with it. So for me, there's this, because if you look at it, if every leaders of the Southeast, when they go to Aso Rock, if they are singing the same song, there's a purpose of election. The Southeast is, you can't say it is small. It has a major voting bloc that can determine the outcome of election in Nigeria. So you ask yourself, what is the point of negotiation even during election? Like when a major political candidate, when Asiwaju was campaigning, Nnamdi Kanu was in prison. There had been injustice, in fact, than never before during the time of Buhari. We remember the dots in the circle and different kind of, I don't want to use some words, but the truth is that what was the point of negotiation? Because the best time that you can get things from people is when they are seeking power. So when Bola Ahmed Tinubu was crusading around the East, when he was familiarizing himself with the Igbo, when he was wearing, what's the name of this water, Isiagu, all over the place, what were the Igbo people, what were they communicating? So if they are not communicating the release of Nnamdi Kanu, and they are not communicating what will eradicate what Nnamdi Kanu is propagating, then it is a conspiratorial alliance, because it only favors them. But the have-nots, the Talakawas, and the average people in the Southeast are not profiting from it. So you want to imagine that, what are these people, what are they saying? If they are not passing the message, then it is a conspiratorial alliance.
A quick one now. You made mention of the war that happened and how some Nigerians or some Southeasterners are still more like, have not forgotten, they still have this ideology there. And do you think that this whole issue is going to get to that point again where there will be another, you know, I wouldn't want to, we're not championing war to say, but do you think it's going to get to that point again where, you know, that word will also come up again? With the whole agitation, the whole ideology, and how it's not done now?
The war can be prevented if either of two things happens. Number one, the federal government will retrace its step, or these people that are involved in the sit-at-home and agitation will back down. If one of those two does not happen, if it continues like this, it will definitely lead to a war. Because before now, as at 1999, there's nothing like sit-at-home. I don't think there's anything like unknown government in the southeast. So you are getting there gradually. So if Nigerian government does not retrace its step to begin, because for instance, I don't see a reason whereby if you are looking at the political structure in Nigeria, before you can see any relevant Southeast, you need to go to deputy speaker.
Okay, I was actually coming to that.
Deputy speaker.
Sorry, doctor. I was coming to that, and it's nice to bring in Dr. Prince Chilaka into the fray now. Like, Doctor, they said something about what happened during campaigns, you know. I want to ask, is it more like a state policy, you know, to put the Igbo nation down? I asked that question in the light of the fact that, look, we have a tripod, the north, south, and the east. Now, we assume, or from the papers that we see, the north is so huge, like more like a monolith now. And if the north wants power, what do? They simply align with either the east or the west, and they get it. Now, if the west wants power, they align with the north. The question is, why can't the east and the west align? That is one question. And the other one of it is this. Like, why I ask if it is a state policy is that we have seen different people from different regions. You know, between 1979 and 2024, the highest Igbo person that has served in government is, like you mentioned, Alex Ekweme. And that was about how many years ago? About 40 years ago or so. So does that speak to a conspiracy of the state against the Igbo people?
I will quote somebody. He's late now. He's actually my political godfather, the late Chief Edwin Omosioke.
Criminal. You have political godfather. That's why you are talking
He said
like
something to me a few years
right here without sense.
He said
Political
that the
godfather.
problem with the Southeast
That is why you
is
want.
that everybody in the Southeast is still embroidered in that war. They have not freed themselves from what happened in the war. And because of that,
Is it the South?
everyone's progress
Move away from that or the North?
is seen as an individual progress. That the Igbos have failed to see it as a collective progress. And that they have failed to reason, to understand that politics is not an individual thing. That is a collective will. That you must come out, carry your people along, and always project what your people want. But unfortunately, that the kind of leaders we've had in the Southeast are greedy, selfish, and wicked.
Sorry, Prince.
So
I'm sorry to button at this question at this point because you read something. How individualistic or how collective can the Igbo people be? In 1999, they voted for the PDP en masse. In 2023, the same thing. In 2003, the same thing happened. In 2007, the same thing happened. Up until even in 2015, they voted for the PDP en masse. So how collective can they be?
Mr. Emeka
Chukuma.
In all this voting, let us be sincere with ourselves. You are an Igbo man. In all these votings, what have the Southeast put on the table as their demand?
The demand of the Southeast is injustice, fair, level playing field. What else can we ask for?
How have they put it?
How do you want them to put it?
You see, it's one thing to get people to vote for somebody without agitating for something. It's another thing for you to say, we are going to vote for you, but we need this.
Do other regions?
Other regions have always. They have always.
Like what?
No.
Sorry,
see, the problem with the Igbo man is pride, and that pride is holding us down.
This man is a.
You must shift ground.
We have
Get
white.
what you want.
We don't have sense.
We keep putting ourselves in this Biafra. No. And at the end of the day,
kind of thing
the people that are now carrying Biafra on their heads are the youths.
But
what has happened to the elders?
You see,
why is it that the elders in Igbo land?
You see this idiot that we are putting our head in Biafra. See, fool, somebody with white hair. These are the people that are standing as a hindrance. Idiots like this, they come to media and they talk rubbish. We are talking Biafra. It is what we want. That is what we want. And any responsible human being, if you have any atom of shame in you, you will know that that is what the people want. And you will go for Biafra. Your people are saying Biafra. Don't you know that that is what they want? Something they have talked about for more than 50 years. They are still asking for it. Look at you with white hair. You are busy looking for a means to go and steal as a politician. You are looking for a means to get an appointment and begin to steal and siphon, just like your fellow politicians are doing. But when your people are asking for a responsible something, you will not agree. Idiot. In every comment here, he's blaming his own people. He's blaming his own people, working for his own godfathers. And this is how they are. That is, every one of them is a politician, including this idiot. You heard him talk about his political godfather. Clown.
Prince, so I'm sorry to butt in at this question, at this point, because you raised something. How individualistic or how collective can the Igbo people be? In 1999, they voted for the PDP en masse. In 2023, the same thing. In 2003, the same thing happened. In 2007, the same thing happened. Up until even in 2015, they voted for the PDP en masse. So how collective can they be?
Mr. Emeka,
Chukuma.
In all this voting, let us be sincere with ourselves. You are an Igbo man. In all these votings, what have the Southeast put on the table as their demand?
The demand of the Southeast is injustice, fair, level playing field. What else can we ask for?
How have they put it?
How do you want them to put it?
You see, it's one thing to get people to vote for somebody without agitating for something. It's another thing for you to say, we are going to vote for you, but we need this.
Do other regions?
Other regions have always. They have always.
Like what?
No.
Sorry,
see, the problem with the Igbo man is pride. And that pride is holding us down. You must shift ground to get what you want. We keep putting ourselves in this Biafra.
You see?
And at the end of the day, the people that are now carrying Biafra on their heads are the youths.
What
has happened to the elders? Why is it that the elders in Igbo land have suddenly become deaf and dumb?
Do you think now that
why is it that I'm coming. Why is it that the likes of Rochas Okorocha, who came out to claim leadership, to claim eldership in Igbo land, since he lost election, nobody talks about him, nobody hears about him. In all of this thing that is happening, how many gatherings have the Igbos organized? You have the Obi of Furniture. You have a lot of political leaders, like I said. Why is it that they are not coming together to say, let us find a solution to the problem of
Do you think it's a still thing of the Southeasterners coming together, given the fact that Showore said something? He actually kind of spilled the beans some time ago, I think last month, to say that Nigeria has an Igbo problem. And then he also made mention of a secret memo against Nigeria, against Southeasterners and against Igbo. It is the issue of the Southeasterners.
Forget that memo. Each time you talk about that memo,
we can't forget the memo because it's coming from Showore.
You see a copy of it?
This man claimed to be.
The Showore himself.
He said something about that.
Forget what Showore is saying. Showore is not going to be the one to talk in the interest of the Igbos.
Look at him defending.
It is the Igbos that will talk in their own interest.
The prince.
See, when Peter Mba, I was saying something, when Peter Mba came on board, he said he was going to stop the sit at home. And I remember what I said that time. I said, he is going about it the wrong way. It is not saying that if you don't open your shop, you will lose your shop. If you don't, no. A lot of water has gone under the bridge. For you to end the sit at home in the southeast, the Igbo so-called leaders and elders must be in the forefront to end it.
You see, that brings me back to the question of what role has the federal government, what role has the Nigerian state played in ensuring that the festering insecurity in the southeast arising from grievances based on marginalization that started right from the end of the Civil War up until this moment has not been addressed? It's like you are trying to build something on nothing. If you don't take out the root cause, how do you think you can solve this problem? I mean, these boys didn't just wake up one day and started the issue of insecurity. Something led to it. When avenues for the resolution of crisis, the grievances, issues have been closed out against the people, what do? The next thing is to resort to struggle. It starts with civil disobedience, non-violence, as we saw Nnamdi Kanu do. It boils down to the stage of sabotage, confrontation, sabotage, and all of that, until in some cases it spills over into warfare, guerrilla warfare, and all of that. What role has the government played in ensuring that, look, the root cause of this insecurity is taken out?
Okay, we have members of the Federal House of Reps. We have senators from the southeast. What have they been busying themselves with?
Can you record the number? Can you record the number of times Engineer Baribe has been on the floor of the Senate?
I'm coming.
The Southeast Caucus in the National Assembly.
Sokoro, calm down. The deputy speaker, is it not Kalu? Instead of him to begin to find as a deputy speaker, how do we resolve the crisis in the southeast? He is busy telling you how he's going to take over power from Oti of Abia State.
But before he did that,
this
like the non-kinetic approach to insecurity in the southeast.
You cannot exonerate the so-called leaders in the southeast from what is going on in the southeast. If you do that, you're not being fair to the youth of the southeast. You cannot exonerate them. When Sunday Boho had issues in Benin Republic, what did the elders in Yoruba land do?
Can you record the number of times Ohaneze has gone to Aso Rock?
Is it the same Ohaneze that a few days ago we are telling you that the policies of this government is in order? Is it the same Ohaneze? Which Ohaneze are you talking about? Ohaneze is Ohaneze the eldership of Igbo land? You are the Igbo man. You understand the role played by Umunna. Where are they? So when Sunday Boho got arrested in Benin Republic, what happened? Don't forget, the only of Ife, Obasanjo, and prominent elders in Yoruba land went to Benin Republic to secure his release. What do you have playing out in the southeast?
We have Ohaneze visit. We also have
governors.
Also gathered 50.
Is it the governors that go in the daytime? Is it the governors that go in the daytime to ask for Nnamdi Kanu and at night ask them to keep him behind bars?
We have people who have been speaking, even the fact that the southwest, the western, and also the northerners have also chimed in making sure that Nnamdi Kanu is being released.
If you have an injury,
Prince,
you are the one feeling the pain of your injury.
Prince Francis.
No matter what, I'm coming. No matter what anybody does,
do you have?
It is you that will find a solution to that injury.
Do you have?
But as far as I'm concerned, anything that has to do with IPOB,
Prince Francis,
today in Nigeria that we are in,
a statement.
We need the Igbos. I'm coming. Don't stop myself. We need the Igbo elders and leaders to come out.
You've made that point.
If the Igbo leaders come out to speak with one voice,
absolutely,
a lot of things will change.
Absolutely, you've made that point. But I don't want this to slip by. You made a statement. Igbo elders go out to canvass for the release of Nnamdi Kanu during the day, and at night they. Do you have evidence?
I don't need evidence, but that is what is playing out.
How?
It is playing out. Since the last time they said 54 or 90-something honorable members signed and all of that. Since the last time they said the governors went to meet with the president, what has come out of it? Have they come back to the people? Have they told us what came out of it?
So don't you think Nigeria now being scared of the Igbos is playing out?
I still believe that the right words, the right things have not been said by the so-called elders.
Okay, Doctor, let me come back to
I cannot continue to listen to this fool. This man is just nothing but a bunch of clowns. These are the kind of people we are not supposed to be paying attention to. These are the kind of idiots in Biafra land that we must not give a breathing space. These are the people, when they see him with white hair, they want us to respect him. These are some of the people they regard as elders. You can see him talk. This is one of the people they regard as elders. Look at the way he's thinking. While we are busy preparing for our convention, while we are busy preparing for declaration, but that idiot is in that station talking about, why are we talking about Biafra, Biafra, Biafra? Now you understand. With his white hair, he's asking, why are we always talking about Biafra, Biafra? We have talked about Biafra for years. They refuse to listen to us. And you think by keeping silent that you can make us change our mind. You haven't seen nothing yet. My fellow Biafrans, our people, we must move on. Declaration of Biafra is going to happen with or without them, and Biafrans are trooping into Finland.
Yes, lovely Biafrans on our way to Finland. To finish the journey which we started. And the PM will be with us. This is Adazion, number one. Number one Adazion. Yes, lovely Biafrans. This is it. You can also see the view. Have the view. Yes. This is a joint flight from Paris to Helsinki. Joint flight. We move. There we go. Yes. On our way to Finland to finish exactly what we have started. DOS. We don't start and deliver our things on the way. We start and finish it on our way to Finland.
Tell them something.
Okay, yes. Helsinki, we're here, and we just landed. Udogwenu is here,
Yeah, man.
and Vicky is here too.
We
We have come to declare freedom Biafra. It is
Live.
a must. Sacrosanct.
Live. Elare. Edo. Oh, hill.
Biafra.
We move.
Biafra.
Yeah, man.
All right, here we are. We are now in Madrid airport, about to board. We are boarding in for Finland. Finland, here we come. And the redeclaration goes on. Biafra must be redeclared. Whether you like it, whether you don't like it, it doesn't make any difference. The only difference is what we make. We are going to make the difference. We decide what the difference should be, and that is what we are making today. In next couple of hours, I will be in the street of Finland. I will be in Helsinki. I will be in Haiti. I'm going to meet Simon Ekpa once again face to face. Thank you. Huko.
Fellow Biafrans, you have seen how prepared we are. And nobody is going to stop us. Continue to pray for our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa. Pray for all the Biafrans that are in Helsinki now. Those who are in Laiti, pray for them. Those who are still on their flight on the way, those who have arrived, pray for all of them. We must continue. And our freedom is sure. Nobody can take away our freedom from us. No man or woman will take away our freedom from us. No matter who they are. We don't care. I thank you for being part of this program. I appreciate you so much, and I wish you all a very happy stay and a happy declaration while we watch and see what transpires. We must continue until Biafra comes. Wherever you are watching from, I urge you in the name of Njoku Hukadiam, do not allow anything to distract you. Do not allow any enemy to stand on your way. Do not allow any obstruction of any kind, of any sort, to come your way. You must continue to stand your ground, because our freedom is sure. It does not matter the temptation, the trials, the obstacles, we shall overcome. I bet you we shall overcome.
Simon Ekpa, only Biafrans now only Biafra. Oh, Biafra. Simon Ekpa got me one no one. Biafra got me. Thank you.